Very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to continue with the chapter Accounting for Share Capital. Okay? Accounting for Share Capital. So by now you know what is share capital. What is share capital? What is share capital? Yes, Karthik, tell me what is share capital?
Ma'am, share capital is the capital that a company requests from the public when they are
Very good.
short in
The
funds.
capital that is raised by the company by the way of issue of shares. Okay? That is called share capital. Well, okay, good. So, then we studied what are the steps taken by the company before issue of the shares. Then the first step was issue of prospectus. An invitation is given to the public. They will apply for the share, and also we have gone through the 6 basic journal entries related to the accounting treatment. And we also know the two types of shares issued by the company. Two types of shares are, which are the two types of shares issued by the company? Two types of shares.
Equity share and preference
Equity
share.
shares and preference shares. Okay. And now, how is the issue done? They can issue it either at par, premium or discount. That is also clear. And we know the two terms calls in arrear and calls in advance. If any of the shareholder is not paying any of the installments due, then such a situation is called calls in arrear. And same way, if a shareholder he is making an advance payment of any of the installment, then it is called calls in advance. Okay, the topics, and also the oversubscription and undersubscription of shares. Undersubscription means the company receives applications for number of shares lesser than the number of shares issued. Okay, then oversubscription is the situation where the company receives more number of shares, application for more number of shares than the number of shares issued. Okay, no, the concepts are clear. Oversubscription, how is the company dealing with it? Company has got 3 ways to handle this oversubscription. Either they can reject the excess number of shares and refund the application money. That is the first way. And how about the second way? To make pro rata allotment. That means they find out the proportion of the number of applications received and number of shares they have to issue, and based on that ratio they will make the allotment, and the excess money is adjusted along with the allotment. That is pro rata. And the third way to handle this oversubscription is the combination of both of this. Till now the topics clear? Okay, these are the topics we have covered till now. Now, moving to a new topic, okay, that is forfeiture of shares. Forfeiture of shares. This is a very important concept according to this chapter, in this chapter. Okay, forfeiture means cancellation of shares. Forfeiture means cancellation. Cancellation. We know the term calls in arrear. Yes? Calls in arrear, if any of the shareholder he is not making any one of the installment. Okay? That is called calls in arrear. Again, if he misses one more installment, what the company will do? The company will send him a registered notice. Okay? Registered notice asking him to make the payments. If he is ready to continue, if he want to continue as a shareholder in the company, please make the payments of the missed installments. Such a reminder is sent by the company. The board of directors will send a registered notice to the shareholders who have missed the payment of installments. Is it clear? Then, still after receiving this notice, and also the company will give them time for 14 days. They will send a notice, and in the notice they have asked the shareholder to make the repayment within 14 days. Still, if the shareholder is not making the payment, then the company will cancel his shares. This is called forfeiture of shares, cancellation. Is it clear, the concept? Forfeiture means cancellation of shares. Let me share the screen now. Okay. So, forfeiture of shares. I told you what is forfeiture? Forfeiture means cancellation. What is forfeiture of shares? If a shareholder fails to pay installments of the shares held by him, his shares are compulsorily forfeited as penalty and his membership from the company is cancelled. So now, from now onwards, once the shares are forfeited, he is not a shareholder of the company. He is not a member of the company. Who are the shareholders? They are also the owners of the company. And with this, his ownership is also cancelled. Then after the forfeiture of shares, shareholder does not have any right on the money already paid by him on such shares. Let me explain that. So, a company, it has shares, it is issuing the shares for rupees 10 each, okay, and this 10 they are collecting it as 3 on application, 2 on allotment, 2 on first call and 3 on final call. This is how they have decided to collect the money, okay, and there is one shareholder. This is a shareholder. He has paid application money. Application money is given. Okay. Allotment money is paid. Okay. But did not pay the first call. Did not pay the first call. So what is it? It becomes calls in arrear. It's okay. The company will wait for him. Okay. He haven't given the first call money. Okay. Again, when the second call was due, that is also not paid. Okay, that is also not paid. Now the company will send him a notice. A notice is sent to him, and it is in the notice they will remind him, dear shareholders, you haven't paid us the first call and second call. Please make the payment within 14 days of this receiving this notice. If not paid, you are no more the shareholder. We are going to cancel your shares. Okay? And the shareholder is asking the company, what about my already paid amount? I have already given you 3 rupees on application, 2 on allotment. What about that money now? The company says, no, we will not give you that back. We are not going to refund the amount already paid. So that is the concept of forfeiture of shares. Forfeiture, this person, he is not going to continue as a shareholder in the company. Not only that, he will not be refunded. That is the important point. Whatever money he has already paid, rupees 3, rupees 2, the application money and allotment money, even if he has paid that, that is not going to be refunded. Okay? This is forfeiture of shares. Now, how is the accounting treatment? Accounting treatment. how is this forfeiture of shares recorded in the books? Okay. We know that the shares are issued either at par, premium or discount. I told you this discount, it is not given to the public. It is done only when the company issues sweat equity shares, that is issuing the shares to the existing members of the company, not to the public. Okay. So, the forfeiture of shares takes place for the shares issued at par as well as shares issued at premium. Okay. So, the forfeiture of shares is going to take place regarding the shares issued at par as well as premium. So, we have to learn entry. We have an entry over here for par and also regarding premium. What was premium? Yes, what is premium? Issue of shares at a premium means what? Suppose the face value is 10 rupees, the company will issue shares more than the face value, that is maybe 12 rupees. Okay? So, that is called issue of shares at a premium, and whatever premium is collected, that we will transfer it to a separate account, securities premium reserve account. Okay, no? That is about premium. Okay. Now, regarding the premium, we have two cases. First case is when premium is received. Premium is received, and there is another case when premium is not received. Premium is received means there is a shareholder, he has given the payment of premium, the installment containing the premium amount. That is usually the allotment. We usually collect the premium along with the allotment. Okay. So, this is how we are going to learn forfeiture of shares regarding issue of shares at a premium and also issue of shares at par. Regarding the par, issue of shares at par, we have an entry to learn. Coming to premium, we will be learning two entries. The first one, when the premium is received, and the second one, the premium is not received. Now, let me tell you about the shares issued at par. What to do when there is forfeiture of shares regarding par, issue of shares at par. Okay. Issue of shares at par, the entry will be, just a second. Can you see the screen? I hope it's clear. Issued at par, this one, sorry. The first journal entry, forfeiture of shares that were issued at par. The entry is share capital account debtor, that is the amount called up. Amount called up, that means if there is a share of rupees 10, 3, 2, 3, 2. This is the way they are collecting the amount. Okay. The company has called up to only the first call. They haven't called the final. The second and final call is not made. So, how much is the called up money? 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 5 plus 3, 8. This is the called up money. This is the face value. And if 3, 2, 3, 2, this is the way if the company is asking the public to give the payments, installments, application money, allotment, first call and final call. And suppose if the company has not made the final call, then called up means what? Whatever is called, whatever is made by the company, that is 3 plus 2 plus 3, it is 8. So, amount called up, forfeited shares into amount called up. That is share capital account debit to share allotment. That is the amount not received. Amount not received. To share first call. If allotment money is not paid, first call is not made by the shareholder, then whatever money is not received, that is to share allotment account, to share calls account, to share forfeiture account. That means whatever is the amount received. I'll explain with an example. So here we have a shareholder and the shares, let us take the 1000 shares are going to be forfeited. A shareholder holding 1000 shares, he haven't paid 3, 2, 3, 2. This is the way the installments are collected. He has paid only the application money. Okay, application money is given. Rest, allotment, first call and final call is not paid. So, and it is fully called up. All the calls are made by the company. Then, how to write this journal entry? So, share capital account debit. Share capital account debit. How much? There are 1000 shares and I told you it is fully called up. So, 1000 into 10, 10,000. Now what are the non-payments now? This is not, allotment is not given, first call not given, final call not given. So, to share allotment account, how much? 1000 into 2, 2000. To first call, how much? 3000. To final call, that is also not given. Not given amounts, not paid amounts. Okay, again how much is that? 2000. To forfeiture account. Forfeiture account means, share forfeiture account means whatever is received. Usually we can find it out either as the balancing figure of this. Share capital account debtor 10,000. What is rest? 2,000 plus 3,000, 5,000 plus 2,000, 7,000. Either you can find it out as the balancing figure. So, how much should come here? How much is received? 10,000 minus 7,000, 3,000. Or you can also find it out from this. That is, how much is given? This particular shareholder, he has given only the application money. So, 1000 into 3, 3000. So, this is the way you can check your answer. Okay, how much is paid? That will come in the share forfeiture account. Whatever money is paid by that particular shareholder, whose share we are going to forfeit. Is it clear? This is how we pass the journal entry when the situation is forfeiture of shares for the issue of shares at par. Now, I will give you a problem. Please do it alone. Okay. Forfeiture of shares at premium. Sorry, at par. Okay. Okay. A Limited is forfeiting the shares of 300 equity shares. 300 equity shares of rupees 10. Of rupees 10 fully called up. Fully called up. Okay, fully called up for the non-payment of non-payment of final call 4 rupees 4. He paid rupees 2 application money. Okay, application money is paid, and rupees 4 allotment money. Allotment. Please do it. So there is a Limited, they are going to forfeit shares. How many shares? 300 shares. They are going to forfeit 300 shares for the non-payment of final call. So there is a final call of rupees 4. Final call. Okay. So this particular shareholder, he has given, application money is given, allotment is given, but final call is not given. And for this reason, the company is going to forfeit 300 equity shares of this shareholder. So how to pass the journal entry? Okay, questions taken down? Everybody? So what is the entry? Share capital account debit. Share capital account debit. How much? It is fully paid. It is fully called up. 10 rupee, the shares are issued at rupees 10 and it is fully called up. Sure. So, share capital account debit. How much? Number of shares that are forfeited, 300 into 10. So, 3000. What is the amount that is shown on the share capital? Share capital account debit 3000. Now, what is not paid? The final call. Share capital account debit. How much is that? 3000. 2. What is the non-payment here? 2. Final call account. Final call account is not paid. How much? 300 into 4. 1200 is not paid. So how much is forfeited? Whatever amount that particular shareholders have paid to the company, that is forfeited. That means the company is taking it as for the company. They are not refunding it to forfeiture account. So how much is that now? 300. You can either find it out from here. 2 plus 4. 6 rupees are given. Or you can find it out as the balancing figure. How? 3000 minus 1200. So what is the amount? It is 1800. Okay? Clear? Please tell me if it is over. I'll give you one more problem. Forfeiture of shares. Forfeiture of shares that were issued at par. Everybody over? Completed this? I hope it's clear. The concept is clear. To forfeiture account. That means whatever is paid. Okay, one more problem. X limited forfeited, X limited forfeited 200 equity shares, 200 equity shares of rupees 10 each of rupees 10 each, okay, rupees 8 called up. So how much is called up here? It is 8, okay, 8 called up for non-payment of, for non-payment of first call money at rupees 2, at rupees 2 each. Application money rupees 2 per share. Allotment money, I'm not writing the full spelling, okay. Allotment money rupees 4 per share is received, okay, and they say that first call rupees 2 per share is not paid, so they are going to forfeit, and also it is understood that there is a final call also of rupees 2, but they haven't called it. So how much is called? Up to first call only is called up. 2 plus 4, 6 plus 2, 8 is only called up. This much is only called up, 8. They haven't called the final call. Is the question clear? So please do it. What is the entry now? And what is the non-payment here? They are cancelling it because this particular person, he haven't paid the first call. Allotment, application and allotment is received. Application received, allotment received, but first call is not received. That's why the company is forfeiting the shares. So the entry, the first entry is share capital account debit. Share capital account debit. How much? How many shares are there? 200 shares. Okay, 200 shares are there. And how much is called up? 8. So number of forfeited shares is 200 into the called up money 8. So the amount 1600. Share capital account debit 1600. 2. What is the amount not received? The first call account. First call account. It is not received. How much is not received? 200 into 4. 200 into 4. 200 into 2. First call amount is 2 rupees. 200 into 2, 400 rupees is not received. Okay? 200 into 2. To forfeiture account. How much? Either you can go for the balancing figure. What is the balancing figure here now? 1600. 1600 minus 400. You get the amount 1200. Or also you can check from the question. It is said that 2 application money as well as 4 allotment money is paid. So 2 plus 4, 6 is paid. So how much? 200 into 6. That way also you can find it out. 200 into 6. Okay? So this is forfeiture of shares originally issued at par. This is very important. So what is the amount that is going to the forfeiture account? It is the amount received by the company. Why? They are not giving it back. They are transferring that money to that forfeiture account. They are going to cancel the ownership, cancel the shares of this person. He is not a shareholder anymore. But whatever is paid by him, they are not refunding it. So that is forfeiture of shares. This is the problem. Issue of shares at par. The shares which were issued at par, how is the cancellation? How do the company cancel it? Okay. Now, let me move to the the premium case. Everybody over? Completed? Okay. Now going to the case of premium, forfeitures of shares, forfeiture of shares issued at premium. And here, one more thing I want to tell you. See, this one, the first entry, okay, I am talking about the first entry that is already discussed now. Instead of writing that is amount not received, 2 share allotment, 2 share call. Instead of that, you can also write it as calls in arrear. Calls in arrear account. Okay? But you should understand what is this. We don't know, we can't know how the question is going to come. What is this calls in arrear? If a question is given to you and both allotment and first call is not paid. So what are the amounts that will be credited to calls in arrear means it includes both allotment as well as the first call not received. So in some books when you refer, you may find it this way also. That means the entry is share capital account debit, share capital account debit to calls in arrear account to forfeiture account. You will also find it that way. Okay. So keep that also in mind. Now moving to issued at premium. Forfeiture of shares issued at premium. If the company is cancelling the shares issued at premium, okay, premium is collected, suppose there is a share rupees 10 each, we will be collecting it 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 4 on application, 3 on allotment, 2 on first call, 1 on final call, and always, and this is the face value. If it is issued at premium means it is 12. Okay, premium is always collected with allotment. Premium is always collected with allotment. So this is the way it is. 4 on application, plus 2, 5 on allotment. First call 2, second call 1. Let us see the first case, that is when premium is received. So there is a shareholder, he has paid application, allotment, but first call, final call not given. Okay, application money is paid by that shareholder, allotment is paid, first call as well as the final call is not made. So look at this, application money is received, okay, allotment money received means what? Premium is also paid by him. Yes, premium is also given by him, but he failed to pay first call and final call. Now how to forfeit this? So the entry is share capital account debit to share calls account. See, the entry is same as the first one. Entry will be the same as the forfeiture of shares issued at par. Only thing is, no need to include this share allotment. Why? It is given. It is paid. Entry is, I'll repeat, entry is share capital account debit, share capital account debit. Oh my God. Share capital account debit to, what are the non-paid amount not received in first call? To first call, it is not received. To final call, not received. To forfeiture account. This is how it is. Forfeiture. The entry is this way. And here, premium is already paid. And this is a case where all the money is called up. Okay, all the money is called up. In such case, the company is not mentioning about the securities premium. Okay, they are not disclosing that security premium is received. So the share capital account includes, if suppose there is 1000 shares, okay, 1000 shares we are going to forfeit, and face value is 10, issued at a premium 2, so issue price is 12. Share capital account debit is 1000 into 10, face value 1000 into 10. Okay, not received, first call not received, 1000 into 2. Final call not received, 1000 into 1. So how much is received? We show only 4 plus 3, 7. Premium is silent here. Okay? We are not, the company will not disclose about the premium. That is the peculiarity here. The company says, it is all up to us. Premium is an additional income for the company. Premium is considered as silent. This premium, it is actually the value of goodwill. So here, even though it is the case of issue of shares at premium and the shareholders has made the payment of premium, 3 plus 2, premium is also given, but they are not going to show it in the entry. So here it will be 1000 into 7. Please make a note of it. Premium is not shown. Premium is silent. Premium is silent. even though it is shares issued at premium and the premium is also paid, premium is received by the company, and still if the shareholder is not making the first call and final call, they are going to forfeit the shares, cancel the shares. During that time, they are not disclosing the received premium. They will not show the premium amount. The premium collected, it is considered as the value of goodwill. Okay, you have given the money, extra money because of our goodwill. So why should we disclose it? That is the attitude of the company. So premium is silent here. This is the case. When premium is received, when it's time, we'll stop, or I'll just add this also. When, if suppose this is not received, okay, this is also not received. If that is the case, they will show the premium also. So securities premium account is also debited. That is the only change. When it is not received, the company will shout, you haven't paid the premium amount also. That is also shown. Securities premium account debit. How much? 1000 into 2. Then we have to include 2 allotment also over here. Allotment is also not received, no? 2 share allotment account, 2 first call, 2 final call, 2 forfeit. So how much is here? It is 1000 into 5. Share allotment means it is 1000 into 5. It includes the securities premium, because securities premium we have debited here. So that should also come in the credit. So if it is not received, then securities premium will be shown. Okay, this is the journal entry. When the shares originally issued at premium, if premium is received, then when they forfeit the shares, they will not show it in the journal entry. But if it is not received, premium is not paid, non-payment includes allotment money including the premium, then it will be shown in the journal entry. Then they will disclose it. This particular person, we are going to cancel his shares because he didn't give us allotment, final, first final, including the premium money is not given to the company. That's why we are forfeiting it. Okay, so I stop with this. This is forfeiture of shares. Forfeiture, cancellation of shares, and cancellation of what kind of shares? Shares issued at par as well as premium. We learned 3 type of journal entries. When it is issued at par and coming to premium, we have 2 cases of journal entries. We'll do the problem in the next class. Thank you so much. I will talk about banking in the next hour. Okay, see you in the next session. Thank you all.